intent, what?
One.
Yeah. Welcome. It is the Ill Intent Podcast. It's your boy Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
And we have a special guest today. It's our first time having a guest on the show. It's a really good friend of mine. Introduce yourself.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to that voice.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my name is Red, DJ Red to be exact.
Sir,
How you doing?
tell them about yourself, man.
Oh man, I am a DJ fresh out of Africa. Not really, but sort of, kind of. I am a DJ here in New Jersey, and I own an entertainment company called Baseline Productions.
Yes, sir.
And we just do any form of entertainment, but just like any form of music entertainment, I should say, because there's some very interesting entertainments out there. You know, we could get real technical, Chip and Dale kind of style. But
Bro, these people don't know you. They're going to think you're for real. They're like, yo, wait, what is he? Where does he have a business card? One man came through with the Schmedium shirt talking about Chippendales, bro. I see what you're trying to do. You're not slick.
Sorry, the number is cold in here. Nah, but we do music entertainment. So like we do like photography, videography, DJ, MC, artists, just anything that has music motivation, we are usually involved.
So how did and tell them how you got started.
Oh man, that's the fun part. Personally, I've been DJing since 2007. So what is that? Like, let me do my math. I'm about to butcher this. 13 years.
It should not have taken you that long. It should not have taken you that long.
I need to go back to school. They have a new math method, and it's ruining my life.
Oh boy, yeah, it makes it more difficult to do. Freaking what? 20 minus 7.
You know what? Not everybody can be Scotty P.
Hey man, you right. You right.
But yeah, so so I've been DJing since 2007, and then 2013 came along. I decided to make it into a business. So back then, between 2007 and 2013, we used to pack out nightclubs. Like,
yeah. That's when I met this man. That's right.
That's right. Oh my God, we used to. Well, right now we're close to it, but we used to. There's this place called Wild Bull.
Oh, yo, that was the first big one. Yeah. So Wild Bull in Patterson, there was really a fucking bull in the middle of this thing. There was like one of them bulls that you can ride.
Wait,
bro.
like an electric bull or an actual fucking living bull? I was like, in Patterson, bro. There's a bull inside a club in Patterson.
I said there's actually.
How have I not heard of
actually
this shit,
bull,
bro?
Yeah. Excuse me. There wasn't an actual.
Could you imagine
bull.
that's your first event? You pull up to DJ, bro. You just see a
That
live
fucking
bull in
bro.
a club in Patterson,
bro.
Like maybe DJing's not exactly what I thought it was.
A little Spain.
Yo, I got this really dope concept for a new club. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to that later. But we had who was all at that show? There was Cassidy. And Cassidy he's like one of my biggest one of my favorite rappers, especially when I was really first getting into rap. Just bars. My man was an assassin, so I loved Cassidy. So we had a show with him there. I remember there's some other heads in the building, but that was the first show that my man Red got me on.
So well, you said you like started DJing or getting into it when you were like 7. What did that?
No, in 2007.
Okay, I thought you said when you were 7. I was like, how do you do that? At 7, like what does that even consist of?
Back in Africa, we have sticks and drums.
Back in Africa, we DJ with the sticks and the drums.
Oh my God, I'm going out. My mama better don't hear this.
Yo,
podcast.
for real. No, word. He's actually African. So actually, tell him where you're from. Tell him a little bit about your backstory.
Oh man,
why you have an accent and all that.
Oh yeah, that's always an interesting conversation. People always poke fun, like, "Oh, you're fake." I'm like, okay. I'm Nigerian. I was born in that.
This guy, I poke fun all the time.
Yeah, Scott light skinned people. So I'm Nigerian. So I was born in Nigeria. I lived there up until I was about age of 4 or 5 or so. My younger brother was actually born in England, which is where we were at the time. And then we moved to the United States, about the age of 12 or so. And I've been living here ever since.
Okay. Word.
So I am a international mutt, but not really.
Yeah. Have you been able to travel at all lately?
No, man.
Well, I mean, not even talking about this year because this year's a wash. But, yeah.
It sucked. Like I was celebrating my mom's birthday, and we had a whole surprise plan for her, and COVID hit, and all the money went to crap.
Damn. Oh, when was her birthday?
4th of July.
I'll be at the book. I'm like ahead of time.
That's it, because we were supposed to be in Nigeria. So
damn.
Yeah, and like once it's not like United States. I have a receipt to give me back my money. No, it's not like that. It's gone.
Really?
It's thousands of dollars.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
because you pay ahead of time, you secure the date.
Yeah, but still, a lot of the airlines they did different things to.
Well, not the airlines. The airlines portion we were safe on. Where the planning, the coordinating.
Got you.
6 months. Yeah. To do
Got
it right.
you.
It was a big
to do it how you do. Yo, you only do things big. Like free baseline, they first of all no freaky because that sounded wild. Yeah,
Chipping now.
Yo, for real. People gonna be like, wait, how do y'all know each other? No, but if people know like baseline, they know how you do things. It's like everything is really well thought out. Everything is I wouldn't say over the top, but everything is like just done the best that it's supposed to, as well as it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I've always really that's why I really fuck with you, from the beginning and through the years, man. Yeah, just through everything that from the clubs to doing the weddings and the birthday parties and fucking during COVID he was driving around in a van DJing people, bro. He's like, fuck it, y'all could stop.
That's crazy.
I ain't stopping.
Yeah. I was throwing candy out of the van too.
Yeah, like real non-sanitary, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Do not pick up that candy that he throws. But yeah, everything he does really big.
Yeah, God's grace, man. All is in God's grace,
Word. So, all right, so we got to the origins. The origins of Mr. Fareed. So yeah, me and Fareed met back in college.
Yeah.
I was going to Willie P. He was at Montclair, and
a mutual friend.
Yeah, we had a homegirl, Delia.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yo, I have this friend Fareed. Like, you should come check him out." I was like, "All right, cool." Went to your spot. You had a place in. Was it in Montclair?
It was oh my god! It was in a village. It was in a village.
Yeah,
it was in a village.
Yeah,
and then you came. Scott was on time. Don't worry.
That was different. Yeah, bro. I was like always. You feel me? You know what I mean? Always on time. Yeah. Thank you for that. I needed that. People needed to hear that. So thank you. Yeah. So and ever since then, you really introduced me to a lot of the nightlife around here, because Montclair and William Patterson, where I went to school, was only like 20 minutes.
20 minutes,
yeah, 20 minutes apart, so whatever. And I never, even in college, I didn't really go out much. I was always working on music, doing that kind of thing. So yeah, he really kind of brought me in the fold. And also he spoiled me because I didn't know, bro. I didn't know that like, so after like, again, starting in the clubs, with him, and then going to other DJ afterwards, I didn't realize that like not every DJ knew how to fucking DJ. Like you could just be in clubs and not really know how to transition a fucking song.
Set the bar.
Yeah. Bro, the bar was set, and I didn't know that the bar was set high. Right. But like he plays one song, and then when he goes to the next song, he just makes it sound good in the means, in between.
Right.
That's not something that everybody does.
Bro, even on the radio, you'll hear it done poorly sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
that's how
and by sometimes, I mean frequently.
Yeah,
there's a lot of times where I'm listening to the radio and it'll just change in the middle of like the hook to something that's a different tempo. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I feel like to be a good DJ, and you'd be, the person to ask about this. I feel like to be a good DJ, it's you gotta have at least 2 of the 3 things. Like when you're DJing live, you gotta have the the good music, good transitions, and like crowd control or interaction with crowd. But you only need 2 of the 3. If you have good music and your transitions are good, then you don't really need to say anything on the mic. But if your transitions are trash, then you got to be able to say something on the mic. You know what I mean?
You got to be creative. You got to be creative. I went to I went to Miami last year, and I met this guy that was a horrible DJ. Mm-hmm. Right? Not a good, but his mic presence was literally like
more of a hype man than a DJ.
But
it was so entertaining. It was literally one of the best times I had.
Well, MCs, they talk about being an MC, being a master of ceremony. That was what it was all about. Was just talking to the crowd.
It was interaction.
Yeah, but again, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you're allowed to not know how to fucking transition a song, bro. I be in clubs, man. Like, bro, y'all allow this?
You know what it is? When people are drunk, they're just like, oh, yeah, forget about it.
I guess.
Yeah. You don't really realize it as much.
That'll fuck up my whole high,
Scott
bro.
was sober.
DJ, what the?
Scott was sober in the club. We got to fix that problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. You also knew me from back when I was sober in the clubs.
Back when. I like that.
Nah, I just don't go to clubs. That's what I was saying. That's the only difference.
God,
Gosh,
you don't, or you're not allowed to go in.
Yeah. Well,
2020.
H-Town. We out, bro. We out. But yo, actually, who are some DJs in New Jersey? Yeah. I guess actually I want to know just
that I mess
in
with,
general, but also in New Jersey, not even that you mess with, but just that you
that are on the radar.
You're a fan of. You know what I'm saying? That you like what they do.
One of the DJs that I always respected was, man, it's a lot of good DJs and I'm thinking in my head right now.
Yeah.
I always
like I put him on the spot.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. You gotta,
we can come back to this if you want.
You gotta filter through it. No, it's just you know what it is. Like I always go out and learn for like to listen, because at the same time you could be a DJ. Like you and I could have the same set of music, and it's all about how you, like you said, deliver.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what makes the huge difference. And I always like try to listen to. Oh my God, one of my biggest huge idol, Camelo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So a lot of people, even now, people are like, Camelo is still getting bookings and his pay rate doesn't change or nothing like that. And I'm like, yeah, not only does he bring a crowd, but when you're there, even if you're a DJ, listen sensitively to the music, you are having a great time.
Word.
You know what I mean? And he's just a charismatic, amazing. So like, he's one of like my favorite DJ of all times. And he's just, and I've met him, and you meet DJs and like you meet people, even like celebrities or whatnot. People like cocky assholes, and he's literally the nicest.
Cocky assholes. God damn, somebody ever called me that with that accent. I'd be so fucking offended, but also like flattered.
Kind of sound. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a title, bro. It's gotta be something proper.
It's gotta be like, say it again.
Yo, like word. Yo, word. It's like, what'd you say? No, for real. Can you just say it one more time? Are there any other DJs?
Any other ones I could think of? I like David. I like David S. He's I guess he's an international DJ, but also local in a way. So he has a both present. Big fan of him. I like his music. A DJ that all his remixes stuff. There's great DJ also is a beat breaker. And like these DJs, they just find creative ways to mix genres too. That's what is so mind blowing about it. So, you know what I mean? So like you'll be listening to a song and it will be a hip hop beat or a hip hop track, and then they will mix it with like a rock track. And being a DJ, you know, rock and hip hop works. And then they'll just throw a little bit of country in there and bring it right back to hip hop. And you are singing the entire time, even though you lived in the hood all your life.
Okay. So I see where you get your inspiration from, because that's something you're really good at doing, is like blending different genres. Like he can skip from country to to Spanish to pop, seamlessly in 7 minutes. And it's like, okay,
you got it. Because at the end of the day, as a DJ, like people always say, like you play for yourself. You could play for yourself, yes, but then you should be more of a producer and make your own music and create a crowd out so you can play for yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're a DJ, you're playing for the public.
Everybody else. It's about them. 100%. Do you listen to or do you follow any like Jersey club DJs?
I do.
Or have you, like even in the past?
Yeah. I used to. I still listen to, and I like Fade, DJ Fade. He's a
yeah.
William Patterson,
Willie P.
He's doing great things. Right now I think he's in Cali right now. But I was just talking to him the other day. I like his music, and I tell him to keep going.
Yeah.
He's an amazing person. And then like I just always, when it comes to Jersey club though, I feel like it's kind of hard to pinpoint the genre per se, like to like a source of obtaining, because like a lot of
I got
people,
you.
It's a bit all over the place, and I'm trying to like own down on it, but it's hard.
Like, do you mean it's hard to know like the source of where the mixes come from, or what do you mean?
Yeah,
or
like,
where the inspiration comes from?
Well, like even all in that. So like you have all these people, like kids, like it's mostly kids that like end up becoming older and they're becoming like even more known, but like like I used to listen to. You remember J Hood?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like now I don't hear much of J Hood anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he does like Jersey Club that much though. He's mostly just doing his artist. It's tough doing. I'm trying to be a DJ and producer and rapper.
Yeah, and do all that.
So I think he kind of fell back from.
Just point your mic up a little bit.
Yeah. So
podcast etiquette, bro. Come on,
my
man.
bad.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, I should have known that. Mic control. No, but like exactly. So like it's kind of tough to stick to them because sometimes like you do wait for their new music and it will be like 6 months.
And it'll be something different or whatever. Yeah.
And I'm just like like by the end of the day, so like it's almost like go fishing. So you basically, and it hurts me in a way, but you just go online and you just look for Jersey Club. I don't want to look for Jersey Club. I want to look for a specific
artist,
right?
Or yeah.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of times where I'll even see advertised from DJs, get your song Jersey Club mix.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they'll sell a Jersey Club mix of the song, and that's like the turn. Like that's what people look for.
It hurts, man. It hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts. But yeah.
I mean, it's cool that the it's out there like that though, but yeah, it's I guess that's how always, or it's. I'm not like saying anything. So it happens a lot where like the creators of a genre or a subgenre, they never really get their due. It's like they create the thing and then the next generation takes that and then blows it up, and then like you never really know who's the person. You know what I'm saying? Who the people who.
But that's the thing.
It.
But isn't that similar to like what a lot of well-known artists do now? Because what these artists do is they just own down on themselves. They just keep putting out the music how they have it. Like I went like today I was listening to the music and I went to Jay-Z and I was just listening to like Jay-Z never, like after he found his style, his flow, he never changed.
Oh, I mean, once you find your sound, like that's what blew you up. That's why people like you. That's why it's branding. That's why people come back and listen to you, you know? And it's so hard to really get a unique sound that's different from everybody else, but also something that the masses will also love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. That's the game. You know how it is. I mean, you're a DJ. You know how many people DJ. You know how many people have production companies. You know, DJ companies. You know, there's all these different ways to separate yourself, but it's not like you're never reinventing the wheel. You're just putting your own spin on it and hoping that stank that you put on it is different enough and is phenomenal enough that everybody's gonna come to you for it.
Yeah, and I think it works in a way too, and it's the beauty of art. You know, that's why.
Yeah.
An art piece.
Word.
Yeah, it's the beauty of art.
Word.
It's an art piece, you know.
Yeah. Well, actually, let's talk some music.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's
La música.
Well, first, what kind of music do you listen to when you're not DJing?
Oh, this is fun. So I always go on like crazy adventures. To like right now, I'm in a South African flow.
Okay.
Master KG. You ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, you guys are.
Probably not gonna know any of these people, but educate me, please. I just got put on a Burna Boy, and I feel really cool for knowing him, and I'm super late on him. I'm sure.
Cool. Okay, so cool connection. There's a song called Jerusalem, and by Master KG.
Oh, you know what's funny? Wait, Burna Boy, I knew because you fucking sent me a song.
Putting Scott on twice.
Yo, I just realized that. That's how I heard of Burna Boy.
Burna Boy is literally burning the market right now, and like he's blowing up like West African music. Like he's really doing great for the country.
Word.
And
he's Nigerian, right?
He's Nigerian. Yeah, he's Nigerian. Yoruba tribe, similar to me. And he teamed up with this group called Master KG. I believe they're from South Africa, if I remember quite carefully. And they are blowing up right now. And this song Jerusalem is like the ultimate TikTok dance song in a way now. Like it's like people are doing dances to it.
I gotta look it up.
It's a really good song. It's called Jerusalem. But Burna Boy remixed it.
Oh, sure, okay.
And so like he like made them blow up even bigger. And they have a bunch of new songs now. People send me music all the time, like, oh, check out this song, and I've gotten a lot of Master KG songs recently. So it's kind of cool, but like that's the kind of like the wave I'm on now, is just listening to songs from Africa.
Yeah,
that is coming here because it's influencing a lot of the music
For sure.
That I hear here. And like I DJ, like I was just at American Dream, was it yesterday, the mall. And the music that people were moving to, because I love to, when I DJ and I watch the crowd, I love to put in a different beat to songs that's familiar to people, like an experiment kind of way. And whenever I put like an African kind of style beat to a song, to like, let's say a popular Miley Cyrus song or whatnot, people will move to it.
Yeah. Word.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nah, he does a really good job of placing beats behind songs. Yo, he kills that. Like just blending different.
Manipulator.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and
That's
it's dope because you never really know like how well different things mesh
Yeah,
until you like just fucking put them together.
Right.
And as you said, putting like an Afro beat on a Miley Cyrus
That's
track,
it.
like that's something you were not gonna hear before you went. You know what I'm saying? To wherever he was at. So.
But yeah, Burna Boy is doing good. Another Nigerian artist you can also check out, Davido, is doing great. Or like you could do Afro KB. He did the song Joanna, everybody's singing it.
Word.
Joanna.
Joanna. And it's actually a Latin version that's really hot. It's
really?
It's so good. It's so good.
Fire. You told me the meaning behind Joanna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tell that to the people.
Oh man. So Joanna is the name, Joanna, right? But if you kind of like break it down with the Yoruba language, is so whatever they say in Nigerian Yoruba language, it's like basically it's like emphasizing on something. So Jo means dance. And then Anna, in a way, if you say it with the right accent, is like dance now, like come on, dance now, Joanna, Jo.
That's cool.
It's pretty fire.
That's cool.
Right?
I never would have known that. I was just like, I guess there was some girl named Joanna. That to it, bro. Like shit.
But that's how like that's one of the reasons why I listen to a lot of West African music, because that is exactly that is what they do with the music.
Word.
You if you sit down, you listen, you think about it. A lot of the music is like that. Like it's so vague and people are like singing and dancing to it, but there's like a deep meaning, kind of manipulate. Yeah, it's really cool the way they do that. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, so Joanna, that's what it is. It's kind of funny.
That's fire. I think other. Oh, you know, The Weeknd is from Africa. He's from Ethiopia, though.
Yeah. Wait, The Weeknd actually? What's that new Weeknd track where he's speaking Spanish?
Oh yeah, he got the joint with Maluma.
Right.
I was
Bro,
like,
fucking killer. Yeah. Oh, that's her joint. She fucking loves that joint. Yeah.
I was like, wait, like literally, I had to like when I heard it, I was like, wait, stop. What is The Weeknd? I had to ask Siri.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, Siri, tell me the truth. Like, and it was like, Siri's like Ethiopia. I'm like, no, stop. Google, tell me the truth.
Word, yeah.
like, he sounds so Hispanic. He killed it.
Yeah, no, he's doing. I mean,
it
was a good move. It was a good move by him because he's so big, and especially after hours.
Yeah.
Which we gotta talk about the fucking Grammys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say as we're talking about The Weeknd. But.
Yeah, but like I just from like where he started to being able to find his lane in this pop lane. It's cool seeing him go into now international waters because I feel like he could be. I think he already surpassed where people thought where he could go, and now he's just gonna keep going. But
amazing artist, man.
But let's talk about this Grammy snub. The Weeknd, let's pull it up here. The Weeknd was snubbed from the 2021 Grammys.
Yeah.
He was supposed to perform, but I guess it was a conflict between the Grammys and the Super Bowl. So he wasn't able to perform at the Grammys. And the nominations came out this past week and he didn't get any nominations. So The Weeknd tweeted, "The Grammys remain corrupt. You owe me and my fans you owe me and my fans in the industry transparency." And I think it's another huge moment in music. I think there's so much focus now on doing right by the people, doing right by the artists, especially people and artists who have been like marginalized and who have been oppressed. So especially surrounding, Black artists. That's why this year, even some of the categories for the Grammys have changed.
Yeah.
Because Tyler the Creator last year made after winning the album for
the year, right?
for best rap album
for Igor.
Yeah, best rap album. Yeah, he was like, basically he was just like, they don't really know how to label us, categorize us. So like, and he talked about the word urban, how urban is just like, it's just the N word.
Yeah.
He was like that, that's what it is. And he was like, with these black artists, you don't know you just put them all in rap and urban categories because they're black. When you listen to Tyler the Creator, you don't listen to him and think like, oh yeah, it's like,
well, no, that was one of my first thoughts when I just saw the nominations last year. When I saw Igor was nominated, I was just like, is it even really a rap album?
Yeah,
like, don't get me wrong, it's a good album, but like I wouldn't consider it a rap album.
Yeah, no,
it's like a conceptual, like, I don't even know what genre, but that's the thing too. I don't know what genre I would put it in. Like,
but that's the beauty of music, is where you take your time and you create. Like, that's what the Grammy should have done. They should have took the initiative, created the genre, because not only what would happen now is they would have started off a fire, because then, like, if they created the genre, they pushed it out there. Now a bunch of people are gonna try to get that
to fit that genre.
That's it. And that's what does that do?
It's
to
the new
Grammy?
Genre. There's less competition. You know what I mean?
That's solidarity.
Especially now, we just don't really. I think we just don't really even need genres that much, because genres are just so much.
I was gonna say genres are just composed of a million subgenres now. Like, you think of rap and hip hop, right? I can name you fucking 30 different types of rap. Like, easily.
No dead ass.
Like,
But you could be a huge rap fan and not know huge rap artists just because they're in a different fucking sector of hip hop.
True. And but like, I get that, But then, what do you do? How do you get these nominations out? How do you
for the I mean,
you get what I mean?
No, like there's an issue, but there's not really an answer almost.
Well, I'm sure there's fixes for it.
Oh yeah,
there's definitely fixes for it. I think, and what a lot of people are complaining about is just like who's calling the shots here at the Grammys. Who's dictating what the awards are? Who's dictating who's getting these awards? And that's where it's like, why you hear different artists talk about it. Drake said something about it, but just like, why do we care so much about like what this select group, we don't even know who the fuck they are, what they think is the best album.
I wish I did more. Well, I'm gonna do a little more digging. I'm gonna take it upon myself to see like who's behind the Grammys. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I know a lot about the Academy and the Academy Awards for the visual side of things. So I wonder if it is structured the same way. Because if it is, then it all is politics and just corruption and bribery, and that's all it is. It's whoever has the most influence is who wins.
In something that's already as subjective as music is, to like have people that are, I don't know, just they're completely motivated by the music. It's like, what's the fucking point of the thing then?
Well, that's the thing too. Like, and I can't speak for the Grammys, but I know for the Academy, like it's not even necessarily people that should be making those decisions that are part of the Academy. You know what I mean? Like, I have a loose relative. I guess I'm technically not related by blood, but like, that was in the Academy like years ago, but they weren't really like in the film industry.
But they
were part of the Academy.
It's you can like sign up to like be part of the Grammy Awards. It's to be part of the Grammy Academy or whatever. I remember back, because I was looking into it all, but I just wasn't really interested. But yeah, I mean, it's something that you don't have to. You can be completely biased. You cannot really know what you're like. I don't want to say what you're talking about, because when it comes to like what you think is the best song, there is some technical ways to judge, but it's also like, again, it's just subjective. I
agree.
So it's like, again, who are really out there listening to the music, and are you asking those people, what they who's the best? And that's not really what's happening.
Well, I remember when I was like a little kid, when Nickelodeon did their Slime Awards or whatever the fuck they were called.
I used to love
The
that.
I used to like go online and shit because they had voting for that. That's how they did that. It was like kids would go on to Nickelodeon.com and vote for whatever, and you could vote once a day. I remember like that was the rules or whatever, and they actually went off votes though.
Word.
Like that's how they did it. You know what I mean? There wasn't no fucking corruption. Like we need to send this many bottles to make sure that Drake and Josh get the Slime Award. Like no, bro, there was none of that. Like. Speaking of which, you see Drake Bell moved to Mexico. He's a Mexican citizen now that only makes Spanish music and tweets in Spanish and like just went full blown Spanish and just disappeared on America.
That's so
bro.
That's so fucking random. Bro.
I just thought of that. I just made the connection.
No,
Bell.
not even you bringing it up. That's so random that he did that. That's so wild. I have to look that up. That's
crazy.
I mean, you know what? These Disney stars ended up in a lot worse places.
Oh yeah.
So I
worse
feel like,
places than Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing all right for himself. That's kind of dope.
Just and they fuck with him over
life.
there. They fuck with him heavy over there. He's killing it on the Mexican charts.
Oh, for real?
I swear. Yeah.
That's so fucking random, bro. My man Drake Bell killing it on the Mexican charts. All right. That's so
What's
funny,
his nationality?
He's white as fuck. That's the nationality. That's what he fills
I'm not
out.
sure. I'm
Drake
not sure.
Bell?
I think. Yeah, but he changed his fucking name too to Drake whatever Bell is in Spanish. Like Kim, I forget what it is. I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm gonna look that up. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, no, I noticed that because like I saw someone retweet like some Drake Bell tweet, except his username was Drake whatever it is in Spanish with the Mexican flag next to it, and I click on his Twitter and everything's in Spanish now, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I did a little research and I was watching videos, and apparently he became a citizen of Mexico and makes only Spanish music now.
That's awesome.
And he's killing it over there.
Bye bye America.
Yeah,
bro, that's so when did he go? Do you know when?
I don't remember that.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I know
shout
that
out Drake Bell, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
But back to the other Drake.
Right. Right.
So he said, talking about the Grammys, I think we should stop allowing ourselves to be shocked every year by the disconnect between impactful music and these awards, and just accept that what once was the highest form of recognition may no longer matter to the artists that exist now and the ones that come after. It's like a relative you keep expecting to fix up, but they just can't change their ways.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like we want the Grammys to be this thing, but it's probably just not that thing. You know, it's if you know how to play the game right and you make the certain types of music that fit into certain boxes, or you just happen to be as like sort of genre,
What I think it is too, bro. The Grammy, what year is this gonna be? The 2021 Grammys are gonna be what, like the 70th something Grammys or some shit, right?
It's been around for a minute.
So I think that's part of the problem, is because that has been around so long. Since when the Grammys were initiated and started, it wasn't such a big world of music that they could put everything in boxes things could make sense. And there was an easier way to say these people should be nominated. Mm-hmm. And we just kind of kept up with the tradition where the tradition doesn't really make sense anymore.
Yes. There's a lot of traditions that
that's a whole other fucking avenue of roads we could go down.
Yeah, bro, for real.
You get to politics and then it goes.
For real. We just
well, that's what it is. That's what I said. The Grammys and the Academy, all of it is politics. Everything
is all politics. It's like we keep these things just because they've been the way that we do things forever. It doesn't matter how much people have changed, how much technology have changed, how much we've learned. Nope, we got to keep things exactly the same.
Well, yeah,
go by the same rules.
Think of all the people that quote the Constitution all the time. It's like, that shit was written like 300 years ago.
Yo, you sound like anti-American when you say that the Constitution is whatever. But like, it's like, bro, do you think anything from fucking 250 years ago
I was gonna say, even
is like gonna still
like, bro? Even the church fixes up their shit sometimes. They're like, this is kind of old. We should change this. Like,
let's stop stoning gay dudes.
Word.
At some point.
Well, you brought up the church. The Pope said like gay marriage. You let them,
he was okay with it.
Yeah, like
he's okay, bro. Wait, just real quick, because I came from like a very, very traditional Roman Catholic background as a kid, bro. Like super strict. I would have paid so much money to see all of the parents' faces of the kids I went to schools with when they saw that article that said Pope Francis right now?
Yeah,
Pope Francis like approved of gay marriage or whatever. All of them probably were just like, well,
Just burn it all down.
What, what else do we have to live for?
Let's start a new religion. Let's start a new religion. Anti-Francis.
Word.
Yo, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But I think to go back to double back to the Grammys and so I think it's one of those things where to fix it is to create your own prestige, create your own form of award show, and
that's where a lot of people,
well,
especially black people, are talking about, hey, like we just got to build our own thing, then,
bro. This is the time to do it too.
This
like there's so many holes in so many, especially the entertainment industry specifically. But there's so much room for improvement and reconstruction of everything, bro. Like even my friend Christian, the one you met last week, he was talking to me about how there's like
shout out Christian.
Yeah, shout out Christian. He was telling me how he wants. We were just talking about different ideas because like I want to get back into like the cinema side of things, like actual making films, like not just music videos and stuff like that. And he was just talking about how there's a hole in the industry right now for just real films, like entertainment, just real shit, bro. Like relatable content, you know what I mean? Like it got so far with all of this eye candy that there's not a lot of real relatable stories anymore. You know what I mean? Just slices of life. Someone couldn't pay their bills, got in a fight with their partner, and fucking their car broke down. Just like relatable shit, bro.
We need explosions.
Exactly, bro. It's like we need an alien that can shoot lasers out of his forehead.
Exactly.
It's like, why, bro?
Yeah.
I can't do that personally. I'd rather see how someone resolves the issues that I'm in.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it'd be cool to know like how to manage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If an alien was here and was shooting lasers, like it's nice to know.
But so far,
but I haven't had to yet. You know what I'm saying? So it would be And I feel you. It's nice seeing more relatable things that you can learn from.
Sci-fi, huh?
Yeah. What was that?
Sci-fi, huh?
Yeah. Oh, big time. Yeah. I don't know.
And that's not to say that there's not a use for it. You know what I mean? Like I like fucking anime and like cartoons and unrealistic shit. But like it's entertainment. Like I don't know, there's a place for everything. You can't only have eye candy. You know what I mean? Like what you fill your time up with can't only be
eye candy.
Well, I think a lot of it is also just there is so much
going on in real life.
Yeah, and there's also just so much content being produced right now. There probably is like a lot of what you're talking about that's just not making its way.
Surface.
It's not making its way to the surface. It's the same thing in music. You know, it's you want to hear all this stuff with all the all the flashy, all the wow factor things, and not like the relatable.
Right.
We talked about J. Cole on the podcast,
true.
and how J. Cole like he would talk about such like real life human things, and then people will put Z's on the album. Yeah, but like you have all these rappers who talk about shit that they don't do or don't actually know about.
They just want to hear about the Draco.
They're just saying things that sound nice. They're it's the ear candy.
People want
the same exact thing.
They want
the ear
high.
Candy.
They want that high.
Yeah, it's so. That's what's being pushed on the radio, and that's what's being pushed elsewhere. But there is a lot of great music out there, a lot of conscious music, a lot of that stuff.
I think that there's like almost, and this is more on the side of the viewer or the audience than the artist.
Yeah.
But there is danger with like only consuming the eye candy, right? Because so let's use music as an example. If you're listening to something that isn't relatable, like say you don't come from like a super dangerous life from the streets, but you're listening to music that only preaches that. Instead of recognizing like we're both just in a dark place and that's why he's spinning what he does and I relate to it, right? People start to make the connection like, oh, I do live that life because I feel this type of anger that he has when he's spitting, right? So it starts to convince these people that they're living a life they're not even living.
That's dangerous.
And that's on the audience's side, right? And it's dangerous. Like you don't want to commit, because then you start to get yourself into situations that you never would be because you think you're already living that life.
Yeah, you don't have the roots. You want to go fight the battle.
Right.
Yeah.
Counterproductive, man.
Right. So it's kind of like it goes back to what I was saying, what it's important, what you consume. You can't only consume like the candy and the pleasing shit. You gotta have shit that kind of keeps you in your place almost.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, of course though, like we should be like, remember candy, we only have it.
Right.
That's just a snack.
It's a treat.
It's a treat. You're not supposed. That's not supposed to be the bulk of what you're eating. It's the candy.
Yeah.
The bulk of what we're consuming shouldn't be all that flashy rah stuff. It should just be the small, exciting stuff we get in spurts, and we should consume more like substance.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's all balance. It's all balance.
Exactly.
And
like I said, that's not even anything the artist can be blamed for. That's on the person consuming it because candy's still made. It's on you to eat it.
Yeah.
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 At the end of the day, the artist is just trying to either put out his music to get bigger audience or make more money.
Yeah.
Or it's a relief for themselves too. Yeah. A lot of the music because they're going through some shit and they need to bring it into the universe in some sort of way.
Yeah, but like as far as like why we get like there's so much of the more shallow, just ear candy kind of stuff on the radio is because that's what you need to make in order to build your fan base, in order to like, you know, really make money. So I don't know. It's this cycle where I don't know.
And I think that exactly what you said is exactly what it is. It's a cycle. I feel like we're gonna hear so much ear candy. People are gonna be like, I'm tired of ear candy. I want to hear some real stuff. So maybe that could be 5 years from now. It could be 5 months from now. It could be whenever. It's just it's kind of like the beauty of the fact that those who believe the world is flat, they're utterly wrong. It's a circle. It's a 360.
All right, so that's another road we could get down real quick. No,
yo, Steve's always down to go down different roads, bro.
I've been down every rabbit hole, bro. Nothing but rabbits at the end. I promise.
Bro, that's bad.
Easter time.
Word.
That's so funny.
Oh, Elton John. Wow. Elton John said, so I'm just reading everything that, you know, people are saying about the Weeknd getting snubbed. Elton John said it. And he's been nominated for, he's been nominated 34 different times for Grammys. Fucking wild. He expressed his disappointment after the nominations were revealed about the Weeknd. He said, in my humble opinion, Blinding Lights, Song of the Year, Record of the Year.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big.
Thank you, sir.
That's a pretty big cosign.
Yo, like,
damn, everybody in the industry came out.
yo, you got to think about it. Like, you got to think about it. The Weeknd, his music, his voice, number one, is just stupidly unique.
I remember the first time I heard his voice, I was like, "Who is this new Michael?"
No, but that's the thing.
Ass.
So you're hearing his voice, but then like, I've never been to a concert, but people have come back and told me like, that's his real voice. And then you hear it in a concert, you're just like, that's coming out of a human. Like, it's very unique.
The special thing about seeing him live is that he doesn't perform it the same way that it is. I've seen him live 3 times.
Oh, shit.
I'll fucks with the Weeknd. He doesn't, like his live performances, he performs them like he sings them differently than cool. They're like different melodies. He'll do different harmonies and shit.
Does
like
he
that.
play with a live band?
Yeah.
But isn't that just beautiful? The fact that like you have an artist like that, but yet he's still relevant, and you snub him.
Yo, I don't get where.
Well, did you look at the nominations? Did you look at who was nominated?
Actually, let's
pull
look
that up.
Where it's just no matter how you dice it up, how can you?
I'm happy. Freddie Gibbs got nominated. Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist got nominated, and I feel like Freddie Gibbs is an artist that normally does not get snubbed, because I can't say snubbed because snubbed is like when it's blatantly obvious. Like, come on, bro. Like Freddie Gibbs, I think is more of someone that's just remained underground, like and like almost not hidden from the limelight, but like nobody knows him and they should.
Yeah,
sort of. So it's kind of cool to see him nominated. I just kind of wonder how though, like how he got nominated. I mean, he also had The Alchemist. It was Freddie Gibbs on The Alchemist, which, if you don't know The Alchemist, he's like an insane producer. Like, legend. But
I'm looking at this.
Let's look.
Let's go over this.
Maybe I'm on the wrong website, but Grammys.com says they have all these different categories, but there is no hip hop, or there's rap.
Yeah.
But is it? I find that interesting.
What? No, I mean
the
there's
difference
the same thing.
The classification of rap instead of hip hop.
Why?
Do
they?
Well, what's your definition? What's your split between like rap and hip hop? How would you? Because I agree that there is a difference.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious how you would phrase it, because I have a hard time doing it myself.
When I think of hip hop, I feel like I do not categorize a lot of the music that's out nowadays as hip hop. Like I'm talking people who have melodies that when you like Cream, like Mos Def, like Music Soul Child, that kind of.
That's R&B though.
No. No, sorry, not Music Soldier. I'm talking about Common. Sorry, I always mix them together.
Yeah.
But like that kind of hip hop where like the melody is there and he's rapping and you know what he's talking about and he's giving you a message.
Yeah.
That's what I see as hip hop. When it comes to rap, I'm talking about like people who are lyricists in respect to like Jay-Z. I think like a lot of his tracks are rap, but then he has some hip hop tracks. But like Jay-Z rap, I'm talking about H to the Izzo, like that's kind of like more hip hop for me. When it comes to rap, I think like things where you're like, oh man, that's bars. Where like less of a melody, more of just hardcore, get the message over, but yet at the same time, like the lyrics is there and you can just like Jay-Z made a song with Kanye West that I listen to all the time. And I think that is just great rap. I'm gonna find the track right now and share with you guys. But like that's what I think of when in respect to the difference. So like
just all of Watch the Throne.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, how would you
I was gonna say I would separate it a little bit differently. I think hip hop is, well, first thing that comes to mind when I think of hip hop is boom bap. So like that sound, where I think it's the message that's portrayed over almost the simplest, like not simple in a negative way, but simple, like the bare bones to get the message across and feel something the most you can with like the minimum, not even minimum. I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this, but just like a more core, like to the root of it, like meat and potatoes of it. Whereas like, rap is more of like the poppy side and it's more of the candy side of hip hop. Yeah, that's what I'll use to describe it. Rap is kind of more like how I would describe like the newer waves of things, like more just synthetic almost. Like it's like, yeah, I guess candy would be the best way I want to describe it. Like I feel like hip hop is the more like meat of it, where it's just like the real.
So hip hop is more like where the message is. Yeah. That's where the message is. Yeah. Well, hip hop is more about the message. Like that's the point of it. Where rap is about just making something that sounds nice to your ears.
Right.
Yeah. Word.
So I looked up the difference between rap and hip hop.
Okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear what the Google has to say. I don't know who's more knowledgeable than the good people at Google. So let's hear it.
The common question for people is that yada. Okay, the standard answer is hip hop is a culture with 4 elements: DJing, MCing, graffiti, and dance. And rap is a form of popular music that grew out of hip hop culture.
What's the source for this?
This is nextlevel-usa.org, right? But then Ebony.com also has a definition. I'm gonna find like what their definition is.
Ebony's my favorite category.
Hey, I mean, well, because I think that a lot of these are just gonna be sort of like opinion kind of thing. This is just what I think.
Well, that's how it always is with art. Any artistic.
But does that not?
Well, especially when there's not like a definition of it. Like unless
does that not frustrate you? Because like pop has a definition, rock has a definition.
Pop means popular. That's all pop music means.
So a hip hop track could be a pop.
Well, that's the thing. Pop. Here, hold on.
I like that. That's how I see it. Like,
right.
like
I was gonna say, pop is just whatever's the ruling genre at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rock was pop in the 60s.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, that's interesting. Knowledge to my ears.
Yeah. Well, because it's like you don't.
So what's pop now?
Because think about pop punk, right?
Yeah.
Because there was that punk music that literally the alternative rock or whatever that was ruling, and then. Yeah.
Pop is generally like, in a nutshell, just music that appeals to 15-year-old white girls. That's just what pop means. So whatever they're listening to, it could be rap, could be rock, country. So if 15-year-old white girls are listening to it en masse, then it's pop.
So in respect to that, so in respect to what we're talking about now, and like these people rapping with a melody and just trying to sell, so they're technically pop. Because that's what's on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, like
it is.
So why is
they're calling Nelly pop.
Nerd.
Yeah, I remember because I remember that was a big thing that he had to like, he was the first one who I heard say like, yeah, they call me pop, like I am pop, like pop stands for popular, like I am pop. Because so he was kind of like fighting against it. But yeah, I remember back in like 2003, they were saying that to him because what was his Streets, we ready to let it go. Shimmy, cocoa puff. You know what I mean?
That's
like
country grammar.
Yeah, and they were calling that pop, and yeah, because
It
the
was.
melodies, that was shit that 15-year-old white girls could rock with. So they were buying the
Yeah,
CDs,
now-
going to the shows, and
I guess that's what the definition of pop is now is TikTok songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
whatever is a TikTok
Savage
song
is pop.
yeah,
Right.
that's all. It's pop. Like that's how.
Yada, yada,
But
yada,
that's
yada,
that's
yada.
why like the genres are, because and hip hop is the most consumed music in the world now.
Yeah.
You know, so again, hip hop is pop because pop doesn't have like. Because when you think of pop, you think, Michael Jackson, King of Pop. You think Ariana Grande, like these tops, these types where it's just. But what are the musical elements to them? They're just
Right.
catchy songs that everybody can listen to quickly and love and enjoy.
So why don't they just create genres based on musical element? Because that's what they tried to. That's what they did to Lil Nas X when the whole
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Right,
'Cause
Country
that-
Road or Old Town Road.
Old Town
Yeah,
Road.
when the Old Town Road happened.
Greatest song of all time.
Yeah, no, it really is a great song. I'm not even gonna knock.
Bro, you don't gotta tell me. I fucking love that
Oh
song.
yeah. Have you ever seen Scott through the Dance to it?
Bro, no,
I
shit,
haven't.
bro.
I haven't.
Bro, I used to get loose to Old Town Road, bro.
Shit.
No, it's
Yeah.
literally,
Oh, no, like
yeah,
shit.
literally, like his eyeball goes to the back of his head. It's like,
Word.
Bro,
I know
bro,
how I'm pulling
chill.
up to the studio next time. Shit.
Bro, that song was so great. I remember when I heard it, I was like, no fucking way, bro. This is a fucking
The first time I heard
masterpiece,
it,
bro.
my boy showed it to me. We were in the parking lot of our gym, bro. Literally right after fucking MMA class. Like I was full of fucking anger and testosterone and shit, bro. He's like,
Yeah.
bro, I gotta show you this new song. He played it for me. I dead ass thought it was a meme, bro. Like,
Bro.
cause did you see the original video that
Yeah.
went with it? Like it was all the GTA or not GTA,
Red
Red Dead Redemption footage with
Yeah.
it. So I literally thought it was like just some kid that made like a meme video for YouTube. And he's like, bro, this shit goes hard. I was like, Joe, it's a meme song. And he was like, no, this shit's hard. And then literally like 5 days later, biggest fucking song in the world. And I was like,
Bro,
holy
rightfully
shit.
so, bro.
it's so good.
Word.
But
Yo.
they did that to him. They did that to him when it came to.
Bro, sitting on my tractor,
Lean
all
up in my bladder.
bro.
Bro.
Bro, come on, bro. If that's not bars, I wouldn't hear nothing, bro. I wouldn't hear nothing after that. Bro, you killed that, man. Fuck y'all if y'all like that,
Look at your shirt. It says,
bro. Bro, for real. Yo.
it's gonna be sitting on my. It's gonna be a picture of a tractor.
It's just a double cup in my bladder.
Yeah.
Literally in the back of it, lean and a picture of a bladder.
Bro. That was my shit. I couldn't believe when I heard it. I was like, nah, no way.
That's how I felt
We
when
don't need to run that back.
Rumor dropped that fucking Rascal
Oh my-
Flatts
bro,
remix,
same
bro.
thing.
Same thing. I was like, is this real?
Same thing. Because the song was fucking good,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, if you
Bro.
didn't watch the video and you just listen to the song, you're like, oh wow, this is like pretty crazy how he bent that. Like he
Yeah.
really did that. And then you watch the
Bitches
video.
that broke my heart, they became hoes I
Stay,
scam.
yo.
Bro, come on.
Bro, it's so
Come on.
beautiful. Like, oh god, it's so fucking
And then,
good,
like you
bro.
said, the video just adds a whole other
He
element, like a
wasn't-
whole other fucking
have you
element
ever
to it.
seen RMR,
Rumor,
right?
Yeah.
Or
It's
oh,
Rumor,
Oh, it goes
yeah.
by Rumor, so I
Yeah.
never know. I was
Yeah,
going
no, I
RMR.
called him RMR the whole time till I saw that in an interview, and I was like, oh, it's Rumor.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rumor, he has a song called Rascals, and you know what? Just watch it. Everybody watching this, listen to this podcast. If you haven't heard the song, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
gonna
I just
listen
made
to
the
it.
rest of 2020 better for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it when I'm driving home.
Yeah.
No, it's
No, you'll be very happy.
yeah.
But
But like I
yeah,
said, it
I
adds a
mean-
level if you watch the video. It's a whole.
I'll
But
watch
to-
the video
experience.
later tonight.
But to kind of, I forget how we got on Lil Nas X, but I think it was genre bending.
Genre based.
Yeah, and just kind of bending genres. So I think like record, categories like record of the year, song of the year, what are the different technical things, best like group performance, these kind of things, they make sense. But it is going to get more difficult when you're talking about like pop,
Right.
because like best pop album or best R&B, because that was one of the things that they were saying might have been counted against the Weeknd because they didn't know what
to
kind of box.
classify 'em
Yeah,
as.
So before we even continue to go, the songs for like best pop, best like look at this. They have a category here, record of the year.
Mhm.
Does the Grammy have a definition upon how?
yeah. I forget.
Does that
I
make
forget
sense?
how it works. Well, like I think Like song of the year. Oh, it actually says it. So song of the year is a songwriters award. So that's about yeah, I think that one's like
But like,
lyrics.
how do they?
Oh,
choose
just
these?
just like the process of like how they vote for it.
No, like okay, so you say song of the year. So
Mhm.
like, like they should. I feel like the Grammys should come out with like a video or something like that, just saying, or like an article saying, all right, song of the year is based upon you meet these criteria,
Oh,
and just
gotcha.
be transparent.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, would that not solve all the different questions? And
I don't know when it
Well,
comes
no,
to
but
music,
you
because
know
then
they'll never do that
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
They'll
Well,
never do that because of the corruption behind it. Because there goes literally any type of power or sway anyone gets from the deals that are made behind the Grammys.
And yeah, and I think that feeds to the, because I guess you could call it conspiracy or whatever. But yeah, it is corrupt.
Yeah.
Like when you can't be, I feel like when you can't be transparent, then you're a maybe, and a maybe is a form of corruption or not corruption. So you are corrupt.
Right.
like there has to be a reason why y'all can't just let us know how y'all
Yeah.
vote
Right.
for these things.
Like if you go to court, it's the same thing.
But I think also again, like, I think all this is like we could make an award show,
Yeah.
Right.
and we could just pick the music that we like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that what this is supposed to be is just people with, good ears, people that are respected for whatever
Well, I
reason.
think-
We're trusting their opinions on what the best things are.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. So all of these is beautiful. It's great, but it's we could think of it like in business.
Listen, all of that sounded wonderful, okay? But fuck that. All right.
No. To piggyback to what you're saying, Scott, and I think you're quite right. We could just make our own show, and I think that's what it is just get a group of investors, throw money into it, make it prestigious, and create your own.
I mean, but there's
Saturated
it's not like the Grammys is the only
Award show.
award show. There are a
That's
bunch
it.
out there that have been doing it for years and have a lot of money. So it's not as easy as just like making another
It
award
isn't,
show
it isn't,
and
it
then
isn't.
everybody's gonna care about ours, the same as they
But
will the
isn't
Grammys.
that what Childish Gambino, I think, and Jay-Z and Beyonce did, where they say boycott X and Y Z, because all of these is all based on what the viewer's opinion is, what the listener opinion is. Like,
Yeah.
think about the Grammys, that people like talk about the Grammys so often because we all watch for it.
Yeah,
Right.
we
Everyone
make it a big
agrees
thing.
this is the one.
This is the important one. No,
Right.
exactly.
So-
Exactly. But I think like after it's kind of already been trending this way, and if they don't do something, then that's exactly what's gonna happen. People are just gonna fall off and be like, man, The
But what-
Weeknd didn't get a Grammy. Like
Yeah.
that didn't get a Grammy. This
Yeah, I
didn't
think
get a
over
Grammy.
time
Like-
it'll just fall apart, and people
Yeah.
will realize that it falls apart, or not, because
Because this has already happened.
It's- exactly.
People have already been like snubbed
exactly
Yeah.
this is
before.
nothing new.
Exactly.
The corruption's nothing new. Like I said,
You
it's just
think-
a tradition. Everyone like just got on board with, and
Yeah.
it's like this is something we should continue to do.
So you guys don't think people will listen like Netflix did to Dave Chappelle?
And
Nah.
what?
Did you hear what? Did
Well,
you
I
hear
heard
about
what
that?
happened, right? So didn't
Sorry, it's got to
Bro,
switch
no,
the subject.
no,
but
no,
it's-
I love it. I love it. But
That's-
but it's just the reason why that happened is because he's fucking Dave Chappelle.
word.
So we need a Dave Chappelle in the music industry.
No, there's a bunch. It's just hard to. You would literally have to get all of the top dogs and just be like, hey, we're gonna completely do it differently. This is how we're gonna, this is gonna be our voting system, and this is gonna be the standard that we set for, awards. Now.
Yeah.
Like you would have to get all of them together and do that, and that's like that's a lot of money, a lot of time, and that's like there's no. I don't know. There's not really much benefit.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing in it for them, and that's the whole reason that they're in it.
Yeah, and people aren't going to spend a lot of time and money or just energy doing something that doesn't
Yeah.
really benefit them.
Yeah, I agree. No, I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at these nominations. It's kind of cool though.
Word. So yeah, let's actually go through them.
Rockstar is record of the year.
So record of the year.
But which version? And because it's a
Think-
version of it, there's a BLM version of Rockstar.
There's that of the video, not of the.
No, it's a song where he goes off for like a good 30 seconds talking about Black Lives Matter before the actual song starts.
Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, I think they would put that in here. I think it's just the regular one.
Pardon? It's a Black Lives Matter version that the Baby remixed after the song came out, talking about like literally all the protests. It's like right in the middle of the protests, and it's the
I saw the music video. I think I didn't.
It's an actual
realize it was a
record.
different
Yeah,
version.
I play all the time. I play
Did
that
you hear
version.
Mario Judah's cover of it?
No.
You remember Mario Judah?
No.
I'm a big dog, big bear.
No.
Bro, he covered it. He covered it at you know how they did the virtual Rolling Loud?
No.
Oh, well, they did a virtual Rolling Loud, which was just like a live stream that you could watch, and they had like a decent lineup. But Mario Judah was on it, and he's like a new artist with a couple songs, so he didn't have much to perform during his set. So he also covered Rockstar by DaBaby, and it was interesting. If you know who Mario Judah is, it's exactly how you would imagine it would be, but like it was very theatrical. There was someone in the crowd, one of DaBaby's homies, bro, filmed it, and he just goes, "That's not DaBaby, that's the devil."
That's amazing.
Yeah, nah, you should, check that out on your own time. But that was, Mario Judah. Fuck it, bro. I'll give my only shout out on this podcast. I don't really talk shit about everyone. Yeah. The first person I shout out, you guys are gonna look up and be like, "This is who you're shouting out," bro. It's hilarious. I'm not even gonna say that I like fuck with the music because like he scares me, to be honest. But it's entertainment. It is entertainment for sure, homie. Like, bro, he performed one of his songs. He said the first 2 bars and just screamed and fell on the stage and just laid there for like 20 seconds. Like he's got another 2 weeks of fame, 100%.
2 weeks.
Like,
so is he new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like within the last like month.
Oh, word. Yeah, you gotta.
But he doesn't have much time left for sure.
Word.
That's my prediction. But he's hilarious. Enjoy it while he's here for sure.
Yeah, what's it? Yeah, you got it.
Mario Judah.
Mario Judah.
Yeah.
I have a very exciting news.
What's up, man?
One of Scott's favorite songs is the song of the year.
What?
The Box.
Oh, word. Hell yeah. Well, let's
that came out this year.
Let's go through all this. Yeah, I forget the calendar years that they have for Grammys, but yeah, because it can come out.
I think it's March how it works. The cutoff. No, I could be
wrong. All right, so yes, record of the year. Black Parade by Beyonce. Colors, but Black Pumas haven't heard. So
bro, that song slaps. Wait, that's nominated for Song of the Year by Black Pumas. Colors, bro. No, that song. Shit. I actually love the Black Pumas.
Word, no, quick, perfect. Bro.
No, the Black Pumas are fucking amazing.
Really,
they're like a band. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything I've ever heard.
How would you categorize them?
Yeah, exactly.
No pressure.
That's what I'm trying to think. Kind of like blues almost, like rock, like soft rock, like blues, like very soul like driven. Like,
is there any other band you would compare them to?
I can't even think of one, to be honest.
Okay.
No, they're really, I highly recommend them though. The Black Pumas are fucking amazing. That's like whenever I have too many days of just rap and like hard shit in a row, bro, I reset with the Black Pumas and it puts me just back in like a, just like, I don't know, bro, just like a happy to be alive, like just good vibe type shit.
That's good to know.
Yeah, Black Pumas. So shout out Black Pumas. Keep going. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't know they were nominated. I got mad.
That's dope.
I heard that.
I never heard of them. So that was
great.
dope. That was
They're
dope
great.
to hear. That's good to know. Cool. So, and you know, we always talk shit about like the songs and artists that we don't know. It's like, how the fuck did they get nominated? Well, I never even heard of them. And somebody over there's like, bro, they're fucking ill, you asshole.
That's literally what just happened.
Uncultured swine. No, I didn't say any shit.
In my head, I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, man, fuck the Black Pumas.
Oh man, thinking Black Barbie? Was that a typo? Like,
yeah, nah, definitely check them out though.
Word.
Fire.
All right, so we have Damn Rockstar, as we said. Say So by our girl Doja Cat.
She's so cool, man. I don't know why. I think she's so cool. I
guess you didn't listen to the previous episode.
No. I know a lot of people don't like her because she does it like she's done a lot of shady things. I heard too. And she's like actually
light shade if we're talking shit.
No. She doesn't follow. I guess she said a lot of outlandish stuff from what I've read.
She was just kind of like, she just has some things that she needs to answer for that she hasn't answered for.
Guilty by association.
Word, like, look, I may fuck with her one day, but it's like the Tory Lane situation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I have to fucking hear about, like, you have to talk.
Explain yourself.
Exactly, explain yourself. I gotta understand what the fuck that was about.
I just think I just think some of the tracks that I've heard, and I was like, oh man, that's really cool ways that she did that.
No,
And
she's talented as fuck. That's yeah.
no, say so. Say so is all right.
No, she's a dope artist. She knows how to make songs.
She said, "Bitch, I'm a cow." Moo.
She even smacked that track. She was like, bro, this shit is stupid and people don't fucking like it because it's dumb, and they did.
Yeah,
Word.
That was like
no,
the
she
shit
said
put
that.
all the bad. Yeah,
I was like, yeah. But yeah, that's why I think she's.
You know what's something was interesting about that? So one of the producers, or the main producer of the song, Tyson Trax, is, he used to go by Dr. Luke. I don't know if you remember Dr. Luke, but that was the guy who Kesha a few years ago. The whole thing with Kesha.
Stop.
Yeah, he changed his name. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He
To
changed
Tyson.
his name.
Yeah, because he couldn't keep the same name after that shit.
He
but
pulled a Drake Bell.
a little different circumstances.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That's
Pretty crazy.
scandalous.
Very much so. But
That's scandalous.
it's good that Doja's keeping like good people around her though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good people keep. Yo, I'm gonna talk shit until she explains herself, bro. I'm coming at you. All right. Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. I don't know when you're just gonna hear about her forever.
Mm-hmm.
She's so like what sealed the deal for me was when she did a duet with Alicia Keys.
Yeah, because she could sing. She can actually sing.
Ocean Eyes, man, sealed the deal for me. I was like, I'm good. I like her a lot. After she did that, I was like, all right, away from all this, she makes very unique kind of music. And like I was listening to one of her track here. I think it was this one, Everything I Wanted, and it's just the way that she does it. It's so talented.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether she writes her own or whatever she does. She's amazing.
She's fire.
She's dope.
I think their story's kind of cool. Like it's her and her brother. They're like a duo. They did a lot of work together.
Oh, I didn't
her
even know
brother
that.
was like a producer engineer.
Wow.
And then he like brought her to the studio and like put her on.
Like,
sorta.
damn, sis.
Yeah, low key.
Right.
And then they just kind of blew up together,
That's
working together.
fire.
Which like I don't know. I thought that was just pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. Yeah, shout out to Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
Don't Start Now.
Her
by
music
Dua
videos
Lipa.
give me fucking nightmares though.
I don't even want. Yeah.
Dua Lipa is so cool internationally.
Work. See, I don't. As a dude, I just don't really listen to.
Yeah, she's like
But she's dope. Like I've seen her stuff. It seems like she's dope.
she makes very catchy music and it's cool internationally appreciated in respect to almost like I could even like put it in the same category as almost like Pitbull.
Okay.
You see how like Pitbull, he hops on any tracks and he just makes it exciting.
Yeah.
And, and like Dua Lipa, to me at least,
Interesting.
I think she's just so charismatic and she's so talented. And she's young, so
Word.
she has years on her like to
Word.
do damage to the world. So she's great.
Yeah, I gotta listen to more of her music for sure.
Yeah. Post
Circles. Yeah, Circles by Post
How do you
Malone.
feel about Post Malone?
He's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's dope.
I think he has a lot of great influence around him.
Mm-hmm.
His music talent is just like so impeccable. But yet at the same time, I've heard some crazy things about Post Malone's.
Like what?
Just like what he said in the past, never really answered for, and how he just does things for himself.
Yeah, that's something that I get a sort of
Vibe.
I don't want to say I don't like talking about people that I don't really know like that, but I guess
Yeah.
just the vibe from like what I see is that he's definitely sort of not just sort of like in his bubble, sort of self-absorbed, like not really in a bad way. He just like kind of does his thing. He doesn't. I think there's things that he's kind of missed. There's certain quotes where he's never malicious or anything. I just wish he said different things, and I wish he thought a little differently. But
I
nothing
appreciate
malicious.
I appreciate what he does with music though, because
Yeah, I think it's super dope.
collides genres.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or whatever category you think, you know, and I really appreciate that because that's a new world like order right there. That's a new way of thinking of music.
Where
Talking New World Order.
yeah,
it really is.
Yo, fucking Steve going down rabbit holes, bro. You're saying the wrong
Yo, you were
words,
saying, yeah,
dog.
you gotta watch your terminology.
No, but think about it. Like when you're colliding genres and you're just matching it up in ways that people don't think about it. It's a new way of.
Word. What? Yeah, like Post Malone's cool because he takes people who may not even listen to like the urban genres.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, but people listen to Post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
that's where he gets like the reputation of a
15-year-old white
culture
girl.
too, though.
Culture.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I don't really have an issue with you being influenced by or like doing the music.
Right.
Yeah.
We just like show a little more love to it.
Word. No,
That's that.
absolutely.
Yeah, that was like my thing with Miley Cyrus a few years back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like after she came back on the scene, totally cool with it. Live her life, whatever. But then after she got done doing, that, she was like,
23 or whatever.
yeah, when she like went back to like did Wrecking Ball or whatever, went back to the more pop R&B lane. It was like, yeah, I don't listen to rap anymore. They just like talk about grabbing on their cock and all this and that. And it's
weren't
like,
you fingering yourself on the stage at the VMAs?
bro, but it's like so you use the culture and you use
Right,
all
to
of
get
that.
a platform.
You know what I'm saying? To get
Yeah.
out of Hannah Montana, because remember,
Yeah.
she was Hannah Montana before, and it's hard to go from like a teen pop,
Disney star.
Disney star to like being taken
Unless
seriously.
you just move to Mexico and change your name and start.
That's
only
literally what
making
this
Spanish
motherfucker had
music,
to do.
bro.
He's like,
That's
yo, these
what I'm
motherfuckers
saying.
won't listen to me. Fuck it, I'm Drake Bele.
Yo, I'm glad I didn't fucking take a guess. I knew it wasn't gonna be ballet, but shit.
Scott might get real trouble real quick.
yeah,
Cancel
yeah,
culture,
yeah,
Scott
yeah.
Paul.
It's like Drake A ballet.
Drake ain't Bele. Yeah, like cause it's hard. So like that was, and I don't think she was doing it deliberately, but I'm sure that her and the people around her saw that as a way like, boom, this
Yeah.
is how we're going to introduce Miley Cyrus, the adult. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, the minute she got on, she used it and it was like, nah, I don't really fuck with that anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't think she meant, and this was a quote. This was something where she was quoted. So, you can catch me conversationally saying some sideways shit at some point, I'm sure too.
Right.
So I try not to hold things like that against people. But yeah, that was like, I didn't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? On Miley a few years back and with Post Malone. Yeah, it's the same thing.
What did Miley? What was that situation? What did she
Yeah,
say?
no, literally she just said because I think she was just asked about doing like the hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
music, and she was like, nah, like I'm not doing that anymore. I don't like fuck with that culture.
Oh.
So, like
Yeah,
she didn't
nah.
say it like that.
Right,
so you
but-
have to
but
look
that
up
was
that was like
point
the
that was
gist of
getting
it.
across.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
gist of it. And I was like, well,
Well, then why the fuck you do all that shit?
yeah, like you know what I mean. Well, like even if you feel the way, like oh, you're past, listening to that
Right.
music or whatever, just
At
don't
least
shit on it.
acknowledge that you did.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and just don't shit on
shit
it.
on it. Yeah.
Don't shit on it
exactly.
because then it just looks like you used it.
I
And
mean, everybody get mood swings.
And you're
so we
hypocritical.
all- like, look at me. I listen to all different kind of music, but I would not shit on the music I used to listen because it built me to be who I am
Right.
today.
yeah, well, also if you use that music to build your brand and then shit on it, then it's like,
Your brand is worthless.
well, that's just shitty.
Yeah, that's
You know
just
what I
a
mean? It's
shitty
just
thing
fucking
to
annoying.
do, bro. It's just
Well,
you're
no, 'cause
taking advantage.
You have a shitty,
Yeah.
you have a shitty brand.
Especially like somebody with the platform that she has. Like
Right.
for her to say that about hip hop, like all of her listeners now
Are gonna be like,
are
yeah,
gonna
I don't
think
fuck
about
with
that. Like,
Yeah.
should I listen? They're all gonna ask themselves that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, or should I think of that the same way? Is hip hop just
She'll
that?
come back.
The thing, I don't even think she really meant anything by it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like she probably was just saying something conversationally. And like in hip hop, we do talk a lot of fucking sideways shit in hip hop.
Yeah.
So it's not like, but she should be more mindful.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing. And then, same thing with like that's why Eminem has always been so loved, even though Eminem has some shit in his past. Like,
Yeah.
he's on tape saying the N-word and this and that. And it's because after the point of him blowing up, really, really from the beginning, he always acknowledged how him being white gave him an advantage in hip hop, and he was always very transparent about how he was influenced by black artists.
Yeah.
And how very, very humble. Eminem has always been very, very humble. And then
Respect the roots.
and then obviously he was super talented as he is, but with Post you don't get that same kind of energy.
Yeah, I heard.
So that's
It's so sad sometimes. I just try to, and it's kind of silly of me, but I just try to just put on my headphones, close my eyes, and just use the music as a tool, and then walk away from it.
just enjoy the music.
That's it.
Just enjoy the music. That's the best way to do it. Once you start caring about the backstories, because everybody's gonna do some shit or think some way that you're not a fan of, you know. And that's why I say with Post, when you ask how I felt about him, first thing I said was he's dope. He's a dope artist. Because first and foremost, like that's what it is. I'm not gonna be so critical of the person until I would have to do a deep dive into him. You know what I'm saying? And really know about him more in order to like not, you know, actively not fuck with him.
I respect that.
Yeah. Not everybody's gonna be my cup of tea. Not everybody's gonna go about things how I think they should, and that's cool.
If you come to England, I'll give you a different cup of tea.
That's weird, bro. Why'd you say that like that, bro? Yo, we're gonna have this. The name of this episode, the name of this episode
different
is
type
Pause,
of tea.
bro. We just gonna call this episode Pause.
Episode 13, Pause.
Pause. Is that episode 13, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta start saying the number of the episodes.
Yeah.
Trece. That's how you say it in Spanish.
Maybe
13A.
13A.
Bruh. Somebody hand this guy some milk.
Bro. Oh man, my laptop died, so I don't even know who the rest of the nominees are.
You want me to tell you? All right, so the next after Post Malone was Megan Stallion and Beyonce Savage.
Okay.
That was and that's it for the record of the year.
Megan Stallion, Beyonce. Yeah.
Savage. I'm a savage. You know how to do the dance? You got like the big TikTok dance.
No. I see you, Steve, with the elbows.
Hey. That's all TikTok dances are, bro.
He was real nonchalant with it. He's like, man, I've been boxing these hoes out since middle school, bro. Don't fuck with me.
All 3 years ago.
Hey, word, young ass. Hell yeah.
I see Scott Paul on TikTok. And like, I remember when when Biden won and Scott did a little hat thing. I was like, yes, bro. You know, when people hit me up like, yo, I want that hat. Like literally, I like shared it. It was so good,
bro. That shit was mad funny, man. Yeah, I gotta get on my TikTok. I keep saying that shit. I'm gonna get on that.
I had to delete my TikTok. It's too much for me. Hard, I mean, it's important to have as an artist. 100%. You gotta be everywhere. But
now I'm gonna hire you to just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire you to just do my TikTok. Yeah. Take videos of me and post some shits.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That means you gotta follow him around too.
I gotta teach you how to fucking throw them elbows.
Throw the fucking elbows, bro.
Well, I guess you're going to Houston as well.
Word. Yeah. No, next time. Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, we'll see with Corona.
Word.
Because that shit is. Who fucking knows when that's.
It's hard. All right. So not to talk politics, but just be careful when you go to Houston because East Coast.
That's not politics, bro. Don't be brainwashing and thinking everything's politics.
No.
Because they made us believe it is. And it's not.
No. It is. Let me tell you why. Because, the reason why it's better to be out here while Corona hits is because this East Coast has more access to resources, while Texas and like the Midwest do not. Even though we know how to treat it, and that's what's happening over there is we know how to help people and like we know what to do better than we did in March.
Yeah.
But they don't have access. Like they were running out of medicines there that they know that works to help with the
word.
So that's why it's like so when you go out there, it's not like your chances of living is good and it's like safe, you're fine, but just be careful because
of course. Yeah.
You gotta go to the top hospital, like the top hospital because they have more resources.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, I wouldn't plan another company retreat out there until things were calmed down because like
I would love to go though, but
word. Because as much as like we'll probably we'd be straight probably if we got Corona, like you can't assume you can't know exactly like it's already taken out some what I'm saying, some young bucks and just can't be too cautious about that, but we got to get out like whenever it calms down.
I can't wait, bro. Well, first we got to rent a car.
Yeah. No, we're gonna get some. Yeah, I got some things already planned for it, bro. It'll be cool to go back in February, do like a.
It'll be nice and hot too.
Yeah, it'll be a year from when we went last time.
Oh my god! I was looking at pictures.
When the sun goes down, man. GTs, bro. GT. Shout out H-Town. Oh shit! Get him, Steve. Steve. What else? Yo, did you guys see J-Lo? So J-Lo put out a new song called "In the Morning," and
is it good?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, no, J-Lo. It's nice hearing J-Lo come back, but I need y'all to just look it up on your computers, on your phones. The cover art for it is just it's really Cool.
Oh, baby. Yes, is a
Wait, what was the name of the track? What was the name of the track?
In the Morning.
Okay, I got you.
That's not. That gotta be photoshopped.
Hold on.
Oh my
Let me.
God, how old is she?
50. Don't matter.
Oh,
AJ
big
number to
fan
them.
of this song.
You feel me? Good song, right?
Big fan of the song,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Bro, I've listened to that shit like 10 times already. Fuck you talking about?
No,
I'm
that
about to
kid's
listen to it when I
not.
get home, bro.
That looks so good,
Bro,
That's
she look-
perfect.
Yeah, shout out to J-Lo. J-Lo looking good, sounding good.
Shit,
Fucking,
bro.
yeah.
I'm about to turn 50.
Yeah, bro. Is that the fucking trick?
Word, bro.
Nah, yeah, shout out to her. Yo, Fareed is just staring, bro. He's like, no fucking way. Bro, I saw it. I was like, God damn. We're allowed to, right? Because she posted it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Bro, shout out to her. Shout out to her personal trainer and her nutritionist and God.
She's probably vegan.
She whatever it is. Thank you for it.
Word.
For sure. Definitely keep that up. You know what I mean? Keep up the great music.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep up the great
Keep
music
the
for
music
sure.
coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I can see all the keys.
I appreciate the artistic direction. Yeah, keep that up.
The artistic direction.
Nah, shout out J-Lo. Shout out J-Lo for sure.
That's crazy. I'm gonna cry.
Word.
Oh, shoot. What else we got? Oh, yo, you said Young Thug's daughter dropped a song. Yo,
Young
tell me
Thug's-
about it. I
she's-
gotta check them out.
She's 7 years old.
She's
She dro-
seven?
yeah, she's 7 years old. She dropped her first 2 tracks.
How is it?
Hold on, let me. Yo, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
Not like all things considered.
All
As
things-
a 7-year-old, she
Consider
spit way better than half the kids like I went to high school with. You feel me? Like, it's really not
Potential.
like it's nothing I would bump. You know
I
what
mean,
I
I
mean? It's
would
not
hope
that
not.
at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
But like, it's something where I clearly could see like, oh, she actually could make music. Like, she
Wow.
understands like
Like a Willow Smith
what's
kind
like,
of thing.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
sort of,
What?
because like I would even say like Willow Smith's though, when she put her shit out, like hers was still at like a professional level. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
this
yeah.
this still sounds like a SoundCloud like not
Okay.
like
Word.
like it sounds like lower level
Yeah, quality or whatever.
quality, yeah. But she understands like, or whoever told her what to. I don't know if she
How to
wrote
do
it
it.
or
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that. But
Still.
regardless, like understand song structure and shit,
And
like,
flows and all that
like
shit.
flows and just like, oh
At the
yeah, I
age of
could actually like
7.
hum
and all
this
that.
shit. Yeah, at 7. At 7. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
7.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What grade are you in 7?
It
First
makes
or
sense.
second?
It's like second. Yeah. I mean, Young Thug's music is so much just like you think his melodies and stuff, his sound is so built around
Yeah.
just like feel
Mm-hmm.
and like flows and melodies and stuff. I can see he was probably teaching that to her
Yeah.
when she was fucking in the womb. So
Right.
yeah.
Is that his only child?
Don't
I don't
believe
know.
so.
I kind of assume that every rapper has 7 children.
Word.
7
Word.
sins?
Yeah, bro. I just assume so. That's a safe number.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's how the judgmental is fuck.
I just assume. Scott, don't you rap?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, bro. I throw people off. You don't got no kids, bro?
Yeah, word.
This guy got 7 kids. He doesn't know about.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
Well, I
waiting.
was just gonna say, anytime anyone asks me, it's just like not that I know of.
Yeah, where I always say I'm just,
It's like,
just
I
waiting
don't
to get
think
the
so.
results back.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're in the works.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if he has any other kids. But, I mean, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
It don't really fucking matter.
That's saying, like, how do you choose? how do
Well,
you-
the one reason why I was curious about it was like, are there any of them, any
Right.
of
When's
them-
Yeah.
the 4-year-old dropping their first
Yeah,
track?
word.
You feel me?
Yeah, how do you choose a child to be the one to drop a track?
Yeah.
I don't think you choose.
Whoever grabs
Because
the
I
mic first.
don't think anybody realizes how more difficult it is to make it. Like nobody knows that better than like rappers who made it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because all they have around them is a bunch of motherfuckers who are
Who
doing
were
the same
trying
shit
to
from where they
make it.
came from,
Yeah.
who never made it and are still trying, and that they probably tried to help make
Right.
it. And then how many like rappers or just singers, kids have you seen also become super successful,
Right.
super famous?
Not everybody could be a Smith family.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like there's so few when you think like all of these motherfuckers have kids.
Yeah.
All of them want to do that shit.
Yeah.
And none of them are able to.
Yeah.
So that's tough.
It's
Yeah.
also kind of living in the shadow of your parent too. If you want to go into that industry that they are, you almost have to live up to what they did.
I'm trying to think if anybody in music has ever like superseded there.
Right.
That's for next week.
I was gonna say there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in sports, but
yeah,
in music, I feel like just the point I said, like with having to live into your parents' shadow, like some kids might not even want to.
Well, also I think with music, actually similar with sports, but in sports it's a lot easier because with sports it's physical makeup, it's work ethic, and yeah, there's some other factors there, but so the kids of the athletes, they have the genetics, they have all the resources they need to be able to train like they'd want to train. It's just the hunger is the thing that usually lacks,
right?
Because you're just not as hungry when you've had it all,
right?
And it's the same thing in music,
right.
But also with music is that you think, especially in like hip hop, no, I think music in general, aside from like pop music, it's generally comes from a place of like pain,
right.
and struggle and these things.
Right.
And when you came up with all this money and stuff, you can't know pain like that. So like if your brand is only going to be ever about more flashy things and stuff like that, then like that's why Jaden was able to kind of do his thing. First of all, he's dope, but second of all, he was just different. He wasn't trying to be a rapper. He wasn't trying to be like just another rapper talking about the same shit that rappers talk about.
Did you hear about what's going on with Willow Smith? I think it was like about a week or two ago, and how she felt like the black community is not accepting her.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a big thing about it. That Willow Smith feels like the black community is not accepting her. And like someone replied and saying, when you tried so much to be an outlier, that's what happened. And like you can't expect the black community to not comment on it. So I was reading the article, and she was just talking about how she felt like the way she project herself and the way she presents herself, the black community is not accepting her. And people are just making fun of her because she did things that's like quite not the expected.
Like what? Like Willow? You talking about?
Yeah, Willow Smith. Like she I forgot what she posted up, and then like literally people just started bashing her. I'm finding an article right now and see what's up.
Huh? Yeah,
but it's quite crazy. It was a little sad. I don't know how I feel about it because like at the end of the day, it is her and her brother
Jaden. Yeah.
They are very unique in their ways.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about like they are quite outlandish with the way they do the music, the way they dress, the way they look. It's very much different from what I see in the society norm.
Yeah, and I love that though, because I don't really like the way society kind of does this thing. Like, I love the fact that they live outside of the bubble. They live outside of like social norms. I think that more people need to just do things that they think, as long as it's not impacting anybody else negatively, and if it's something that fuels you in whatever way, just fucking do it.
Right.
Wear those clothes. Do that art, read that book, express yourself however you want to express yourself.
Yeah.
And they've been given free reign to do that. It seems like the only leash is just be like a good person, and you know what I mean? I'll let you kind of figure life out. Yeah.
And I respect that too. I respect that a lot. But then at the same time, when you do such like that, you do gotta give respect to people to not like it.
Right.
No, definitely. I think anytime you can't be somebody who's in the public eye and
be timid.
You have to know that people are gonna say bad things about you no matter who you are. Like there's not one famous person who nobody says something bad about them.
Yeah.
You can go in any famous person's comment section and somebody's talking shit.
Yeah.
So I think with Willow, when you have the kids of these famous people, it's just they didn't sign up for it. So when you grow up and you didn't ask for this shit, and then like people just getting at you about stuff, it's like you're trying to see what you did wrong and how you can make things better. But it's not you though. This is how the world is set up.
So when Scott Paul becomes a superstar around the world, in about a week or so,
yes sir.
Would you shelter your kid or subject them to the same light as you?
Not,
one of your 7.
What am I 7? Whenever I claim them.
Whenever you get them receipts.
Yeah. Whenever I get them the motherfucking results. Once I get that email. No, I mean, I think I like the way that I think Chance didn't really show his kid. You know, I don't know if he's still if anyone's ever seen Chance's daughter.
Looks just like Chance.
Really? Yeah. But like for the first few years, Ghost. You know, my daughter looked just like Sia. You can't see her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that.
Side note, the fucking what's the last name? Bennett. Their genes strong as fuck, bro. His brother's kids look just like him. His kids look just like him. The Bennett, Taylor Bennett and Chance. Channel Bennett. Yeah, bro. Their genes strong as hell, bro. Like they all look like they're from the same tree for sure, bro.
That's that Chicago gene. That cold gene. It's cold, windy gene.
Word. No, it's funny as hell.
But yeah, so would you do the same thing as Chance?
Yeah, like I think I wouldn't really want my kids to have any to really be out there like that until they really understood it.
Yeah.
And
well, how would you gauge it when they understood it, you know?
I mean,
it's hard. It's a hard conversation.
Yeah, I feel like one thing I know for a fact is that you're never going to get it perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm not setting the bar at like getting it perfect. I think, you know, I'm just, yeah, this is interesting. But yeah, I mean, when is that time and I'm super rich and now I'm raising, you know, my kids in a super rich environment. It's just, I'm just going to kind of do it the same way my mom did. You know, it just taught me values. She taught me the lessons.
My kid's buying his first beater for a car. It doesn't matter how much money I fucking have in the bank, bro. You're saving up that $1,500 and getting that fucking 96 Civic, bro. Like, that's what it is.
Well, you know, when my kids are young, I'm just going to teach them, like my kids are going to have money, but it's not going to be my money. You know, I'm just going to teach them like how
to get money.
Yeah, teach them, you know, because there's just a lot of things that I didn't learn. So,
bro, it goes back to the fucking old parable, you know what I mean? Fish, or get a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for life.
That's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So just like I want to teach my kids those kind of things early. And yeah, I mean I'll reward them and I'll be able to reward them really well because, you know, of all the money that I have. But yeah, sheltering, nah. I'm just gonna do my best to let them see the world for what it is and not get caught up on the celebrity of anything, because all that shit is fake, you know. And
it's a projection. It's like I listen to all these people that are like, I have friends that are like TikTok influencers and things like that, and they tell me like, oh yeah, this 6-second clip took me 8 hours to make.
Yeah,
it's a projection, but to people they're like, oh my god, that's so simple.
Oh word, no, I feel you. We make it look easy. We make it look quick.
Yeah, it was just, I had a friend over the other night and I was showing him like this music video I'm working on, and he was just talking to me because he listens to the podcast, and you know, a couple of weeks ago we were having the conversation about how like right now is a great time for opportunity. Like, there's all this terrible shit going on, and he said something to me that was just like, well, you're lucky, like there's a lot of opportunity for your field right now. And I was like, not really, I just found where there was opportunity. There's no luck in it at all, bro. I had to cancel 8 shoots. I had all this shit canceled. Like, none of it was luck. I just found, all right, now what can I do within this? You know what I mean? Because he's a musician. He makes like alternative rock music.
Word.
And so he had to cancel all of his shows and everything like that, and the tour, and that's where they get most of the money, is touring. And but I told him, I was like, now's your time to write and do online and digital things, and like there's opportunity for other things. Like, exactly. No, that's what I use as an example. I was like, I literally used you as an example. I was like, Scott started the podcast. Scott's a musician. You think that he doesn't tour or do shows?
Like, that's how I made 95% of my income.
Right, exactly. And that's why I brought up my shoots to him too. It was like, bro, I had to cancel like literally my work for the rest of the year in like March.
Yeah.
That didn't mean that I was just like, shit, now I can't do film. Like, I still went out and made my own shit. And even if I couldn't make money, because it came down to like why we do the art that we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just like, even though I'm not making money, I still need to make films. Like, because I'm a filmmaker.
I still need a feed.
You need to make music. Just because you're not performing doesn't mean that you're not going to make music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And plus,
so it's the driving force behind what you're doing. So that's part of the conversation we had too. I was just like, well, are you doing it because you just like the money from the tickets, or because you enjoy performing?
That's it.
Well, if you enjoy performing, then you enjoy making music. You can still make music.
Word.
You know what I
mean? But also, even just from a you know, him talking about not like you being lucky, you're able to find opportunities, but it's different for him. It's all everybody finds the opportunity. You just have to be looking, you just have to be looking for the opportunities. And if you can say, even though there's corona going on, that people still like looking at pictures and people still like looking at videos,
right,
then all you have to do is figure out how to do those things differently than you've been doing them, because people are still consuming them.
Yeah.
It's the same with music. If people still enjoy listening to music, even though they're not going out to concerts, now you just have to find different ways of getting it to them and getting them to pay for or whatever.
Right.
But it's just because things are different now, things always change. They'll never stop changing. The winners are the ones who just
we still have the same fucking tools and materials. It's just a different instruction manual.
That's it. What I'm saying? Yeah. Different way to build it.
Yeah. And then I think, especially like, unless you were, like the baby who was getting ready to go on a $10 million tour, then this is an advantageous time for you. I think everybody but the big dogs, this is catch-up time. This is time for, I don't know, there's just a lot of opportunity here right now. And I hope that people, they say that luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunities are going to come.
Right.
At some point, you're going to see these different things present themselves. Well, I think just be ready.
I was going to say, I think that's what a lot of people don't recognize is the opportunities aren't the solutions. You know what I mean? A lot of people kind of look for opportunities as answers, whereas that's not what it is. Opportunities where you can find the answer through the opportunity, but the opportunity itself isn't the answer to what it is.
Facts.
So a lot of people will see opportunities and not recognize them as opportunities.
People get so excited about opportunities and like they build everything up for the opportunity, and it's like, people think
once there's
that's a perfect
once
way
there's
to,
an opportunity there that there's a guaranteed result. It's what you do with the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, you should love opportunities because it gives you the opportunity to get where you're trying to go.
It's almost like a checkpoint in a video game. You're not beating the video game, but it's giving you somewhere to fucking start off at.
You don't celebrate, you know what I'm saying, after you reach the checkpoint.
Right.
That's not where you're looking.
Right. It's just a step of progress.
Yeah. You're happy when you get to the checkpoint. But you're not. Yeah.
You're not there yet.
Word.
That's it's so crazy. All this talk is the beauty of the mind. That's literally how, like, that's how you find the next new talent.
Yeah.
That's how you separate
exactly.
people. Like I get so driven like into what I'm doing. Like I just, like, COVID hit me hard, man. I live for a public gathering. And
exactly.
I was with this guy a few days a week.
Yeah, and like we had to put everything on hold. You know what I mean? So we live for public gathering, but then how do we make money now? Is to literally just indulge into what we love. Just really dive into it.
Do people still love music? Do they still love to dance? We just got to figure out. You know what I'm saying? You just got to figure out how to change it. The industry is going to change. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? You either sit down and pout that it's changing, or you get ahead of the change.
They're doing like web concerts now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a big day.
And they may not be great right now, but they're only going to be refined and they're only going to get better. And
I just find it, like, to whomever's listening out there, and I think the key to success is literally to just indulge into what you're doing, and when you need to take a break, share with people what you're doing, and do not care about opinions. So if you share, like, even though you look like crap today, just share the fact that you're doing this and you look like crap, not because you're doing it, you just look like crap. People love, like one of the biggest selling things right now is Netflix shows, like whatever, any kind of shows, and all those shows are based on one premise: progress. And that's the beauty of life. It's people love to hear about progress.
Yeah.
They love to hear that story. And what's more progressive than you learning to do what you love to do better?
Yeah.
Not only that, but you even saying posting you doing what you're doing, right? Or sharing what you're doing. That is literally progress of progress. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting seen that you're working, which is work in and of itself. Like it's kind of like a beautiful circle of just it's fucking progress.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot. And, I kind of want to end there.
Yeah.
Because I like that a lot. I think I wish people would, just let that soak in. It's really progress. Focus on progress. Don't focus on being perfect.
Yeah.
Don't focus so much on the end goal where you overwhelm yourself or you get stressed about it. Yeah, just worry about being further along than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just worry about just being a little sharper today, a little more talented, a little more knowledgeable today than you were yesterday, a little stronger, a little faster, a little smarter than you were yesterday.
Just
and then after a
keeping the
week,
ball rolling.
yeah, just keep that ball rolling. You know, progression is it. You know, 2020 has been a fucked up year for a lot of people. A lot of others, you know, there was just a lot to learn from this year. There was a lot of advantages in the disadvantages, and I think the winners of this whole season, of this whole year, are just going to be the ones who progressed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily produced the most content or made the business or made the most money, but the people who just like have been laying down the bricks
Yeah.
Right.
day by day.
Yeah.
Day by day. You know, it's gonna happen at some point. You're gonna have whatever you wanted at some point. Just keep building it. So progression. I want to thank my man Fareed, DJ Rid,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Baseline Productions for being on. Shout out Baseline. That's the family. That's forever. Shout out to you, man.
Thank you,
Actually,
sir.
let them know where they can find you. Or
Oh yeah. You can find us on MySpace. I'm kidding.
Via Internet Explorer.
Yeah, literally. You know, you can find it. Stone Age. No. You can find us on social media at Baseline P. So that's BSELINE P. You can type it anywhere.
for parties or production,
Anything.
that's what the P stands for,
That's
right?
it.
Yeah,
That's
Baseline
it.
P. Yep.
I mean, simple way to think about it. And yeah, or you could go to our website, baselineprod.com. Anyway, you like for us to contact you, we'd love to be a part of your life in any kind of way. Just show your entertainment. And
What do you specialize in? What do you want them to hit you up for?
I want you to hit me up for just to be entertained. You know, if you want to be sitting at home doing nothing and you just want someone to just entertain you while you're sitting at home, we'll make a
Chippendales.
Is this
Chippendale.
what you're this bro?
No.
People are gonna.
Bro,
you know, I'm
most
gonna.
creative plugs ever. He
I'm
said, hit me up if you're ever at home alone and want to be entertained.
Bro, we get what you're selling.
Word.
I didn't know that's where. Yo,
He
hey,
said
man.
100% vegan beef.
Bro, yeah, I didn't. You know,
No, man.
coronavirus made us all
Are
kind
you
of rethink our
talking-
hustles. So
Yeah, we've
Word.
we've
I ain't here to knock nobody, man. I'm here to
You
get
said
people
you could find us
platforms.
on OnlyFans /Baseline P.
Like, bro, you can't just sneak that in. We heard the first part.
I want to pray for you guys. It's a Sunday for the Lord Christ.
Oh man.
No, when I say in respect to entertain you at home, we've done a lot of live stream for clients.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like a client will hire us specifically just a live stream to their friends and family.
Wow.
I did a live stream mitzvah, live stream wedding, or I just did a live stream me DJing and just playing music that the client wants to hear.
Wow.
So that's
Wow.
what I mean about.
Well, yo, and the
in-home
thing is, I
entertainment.
believe like, and that's able to happen because he's just such a dope DJ. Like he's a legitimately dope DJ.
Oh, yeah.
So is that where you're concentrated on right now? Just doing the live joints, like doing live streaming?
Yeah, like live streaming is working pretty well, and
Right.
it's just
Because
music.
indoors is closed for
Yeah.
the foreseeable, right?
And indoor is closed, but like next year we look promising. The weddings and the entertainment, the sweet 16s.
Yeah.
Everybody's just waiting. They just like it's like everyone is on the
Like
ledge
once they get
right
the
now.
green light.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be insane. Like I'm hearing like whatever they're gonna okay the vaccine.
Vaccine. I was gonna say they're gonna
In
line
England.
up for that motherfucker.
No, in England.
When?
In the next 2 weeks. I'm not kidding.
Y'all niggas tripping.
yeah,
Word.
yeah. I mean, so, but like nonetheless,
Just like the PS5, I'm getting the second wave.
Word, yeah,
Yo.
bro. Let me know. Let me know how that works out for y'all, man.
yo, the PS5 is crazy right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's that. And then we also like I'm also very much what's really the profiting right now is photography. So if you want like photo shoots, headshots, we're doing lately. I've been doing a lot of family shoots because Christmas cards are still going out. That is COVID free. I'm here all day. How you doing? But yeah, so we're doing a lot of photography and like videos and things like that. So we work with influencers to build up their content.
Word.
And like I'm doing a lot of like just remote things one-on-one with people. So that's working out well. And yeah, so like if you need anything, you have any creative idea to be entertained or just to share your entertainment, we'd love to help and
Cool.
aid. That's the production side, to share in your form of creativity.
Dope.
Yeah, man.
DJ Rid, everybody, Baseline Productions. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We'll see you next week. It's your boy Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
Brow. See you next week or in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wakanda forever.